This is United Network News with Sunny Galt, Calen, Kimberly Gogan, and our field messengers from around the world. Here's today's real news.
It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, and here are today's stories. Youth unemployment in Indonesia is hitting Gen Z the hardest. Graduates are struggling to find jobs thanks to outdated education and tough city moves for rural youth. Many are turning to gig work just to get by. A community market called a Reko Ring is changing how people buy and sell homegrown food locally. Field Messenger Karen shares how she started one right in her neighborhood. We're also taking a trip to Sonora, Mexico, where a local shop crafts everything by hand from durable, naturally antimicrobial copper, a material with a rich tradition and unique charm. And did you know tossing out rechargeable lithium-ion batteries can seriously harm your health and the environment? We explain why proper disposal matters more than you think. In Denmark, car and biker fans gather weekly to show off their rides, but some neighbors aren't loving the noise. We'll hear from both sides. Finally, ever felt the stress melt away from a furry friend's nuzzle? Animal therapy is doing amazing work, helping people heal with the simple love of pets.
Youth unemployment in Indonesia is hitting Gen Z the hardest. Many young people are struggling to find work even after graduating, and the job market isn't making it any easier. Outdated education systems leave grads unprepared, and for rural youth, moving to cities for opportunities brings even bigger challenges. With few options, many are turning to gig work or low-skilled jobs just to get by.
The numbers paint a grim picture. Gen Z has the highest unemployment rate among all age groups, with youth employment, ages 15 to 24, sitting at a staggering 16.16%, according to the Central Statistics Agency. Graduating from university doesn't guarantee a better outcome. In fact, school graduates face the worst rates, while those with primary school or less have the lowest, a trend that has held steady since 2023. The World Bank says youth unemployment in Indonesia is largely due to a skill gap caused by low-quality education, limited job training, high mobility costs, and poor access to labor market information.
Mayhem at a job fair in Bekasi, Indonesia. Thousands of people were jostling, kicking one another, and screaming to get into a job fair held at the end of May. 25,000 people showed up looking for work, but there were only 2,000 jobs available, and the premises could not accommodate every job seeker. The chaos highlights Indonesia's big unemployment problem. About 7.2 million people are currently jobless. Analysts say Indonesia is grappling with unemployment due to the global economy, affecting many sectors such as manufacturing and commodities. It's also due to efficiency measures the government took earlier this year, leading to job cuts in many sectors such as the hospitality and travel industries. In the long run, experts say Indonesia must produce talent who are agile in many situations to decrease unemployment.
Bahwa mahasiswa kita selain belajar keilmuan, mereka juga yang paling utama adalah belajar bagaimana bisa beradaptasi. Karena ilmu pengetahuan yang dipelajari di perguruan tinggi dan apa yang terjadi di luar, pergerakannya mungkin tidak sama. Bukan kecepatannya yang tidak sama ya, tapi bergeraknya ke arah yang tidak sama. Nah, makanya ketika mereka lulus memang ingin masuk ke pasar kerja, ya mereka harus adaptif untuk bisa masuk ke pasar kerja tersebut dan memenuhi kebutuhan yang diminta oleh industri.
It's not just about degrees anymore. Experts say companies are prioritizing digital skills, adaptability, and hands-on experience over GPAs and fancy diplomas. Unfortunately, universities haven't caught up, sticking to outdated curricula that leave grads unprepared for today's job market. No wonder only 35% of Indonesian graduates end up working in their field of study, according to the Central Statistics Agency. So what do many Gen Zs do instead? They turn to low-skill or short-term jobs, even when they're qualified for office, retail, or hospitality work. The gig economy often pays better in the short term, but it doesn't promise much in the long run.
Studies have shown that half of those starting in low-tier informal jobs remain there for the long term.
Unfortunately, for most people, they have not the luxury to wait to get the high-skill, high-paid job. And we don't have strong social protection, and they have to pay for their necessities. So what they have to do, whatever job is available. You see that ride-hailing motorcycle driver, he could be a university graduate, meaning that he works way below his skills. Unfortunately, this means that most people will stay in the low-skill, low-paid jobs for the rest of their life.
So if this is widespread, what does this mean for the future of Indonesia and its youth?
Well, because people work below their capacity, below their skill, it means that the productivity is lower than the potential. Economic growth for the country, it will also be lower than the potential.
For rural youth, the challenges are even greater. Urbanization, mining, and infrastructure projects have swallowed up much of Indonesia's farmland, making it harder for people to make a living from agriculture. Jobs outside farming are rare in rural areas and usually not promising. Many young people from rural Indonesia are left stuck, trying to find new ways to earn a living. Meanwhile, cities like Jakarta and Bandung hold more opportunities, but for rural grads, migrating is expensive and challenging. High living costs often outweigh the low wages from entry-level jobs, making the move unsustainable for many.
Why do young Indonesians want to leave? A recent survey by research firm Populix may provide some answers. They received 1,000 responses, all of whom said they wanted to leave the country. 82 of the respondents wish to work abroad to earn more money. 62% want to develop their careers. 61% aim to improve their quality of life. The majority of respondents are aged between 18 and 35, have a diploma, bachelor's degree, or master's, and most come from the upper or middle class bracket.
I think, first and foremost, perhaps there is a sense that people are becoming disillusioned with the expected progress in terms of, what jobs are available, what quality of life they should be having, at what stage of, life in terms of what things they can buy, what things they can afford, what kind of good jobs they can attain versus what they're getting right now. And so they're thinking that the grass is greener on the other side.
The stress of job hunting takes a toll too. A recent study highlights long-term unemployment can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression. It's a tough reality for Indonesia's youth, but addressing education, skill gaps, and access to the job market could make a world of difference.
A Reko Ring is an alternative kind of market where people in the community can produce, buy, and sell homegrown food products. UNN Field Messenger Karen explains how she started a Reko Ring in her community.
Hello, this is Karen, Field Messenger for United Network News, reporting from the west coast of Ireland. I want to tell you today about an alternative kind of farmers market that's very easy to organize and brings the community together. In 1740, springs rich in sulfur and iron were discovered in this particular town, and in 1875 the first bathhouse was built. Around the same time, hotels were built in what would soon be the best-known spa town in Ireland. For over 2 centuries, the waters that flow from many springs have attracted visitors for their health-bringing properties. This small town has a salmon smokehouse, a microbrewery, quite a few pubs and shops, but I always thought that the one thing that was missing is a farmers market. The idea of organizing one, however, was a bit daunting, involving too much red tape and insurance policies. A few months ago, I started to set up a new kind of market here in this town called Reko Ring. Reko is a concept that comes from Finland. It's a very simple but effective idea, and it is easy to copy. Once a week, we all meet up in the same location at the same time. The producers bring their wares and the buyers pay them. Within half an hour, all transactions are done and everybody goes home again. My motivation for setting up a Reko Ring is not only the absence of a farmer's market in this town. Over the last 4 years, we have all seen empty supermarket shelves and panic buying. With Reko, we can build our own support network with a different way of buying and selling food, in a manner that reduces food mileage and plastic packaging associated with foods bought in supermarkets. The best bit is that you can set up a Reko Ring in your area as well. Thank you for watching. This is Karen from Ireland reporting for United Network News.
Did you know that copper is durable and naturally antimicrobial? UNN Field Messenger Wayne takes us to visit a copper shop in Sonora, Mexico, where everything is handmade from local copper.
Hello everyone, this is Field Messenger Wayne, and today I'm in Imuris, Sonora, Mexico, this little copper shop at the side of the highway, and we're going to get some copper drinking cups and maybe some pitchers. This is the copper shop with just some of their wares. All this copper is mined locally, and all of this is made in Mexico. These ladles, ceramics. Buenos días.
Just lemon juice, or is there something else?
These are just lemon juice and a rag to clean blemishes off of these copper items that have been touched a lot. The oil off of people's skin will tarnish the copper a little bit. Like, say, that water flask right there has been touched a lot, and it's a little darker than the vase next to it. They have those up there are a set of small frying pans that are made out of copper, and then a water urn. Oh, I believe this is to water your plants with.
Oh, it's a copper.
No, that's,
make the copper copper, no?
no, that's the water plants. I've asked him before when we were here before.
Okay. Something heavy.
This is what is called a comal. It's got the handle on it. It's to warm up your tortillas. Got some nice looking painting they picked up as well. Really big copper inlaid. That is Guadalupe, the Saint Guadalupe. And these great big urns. Got that whole shelf of all sorts of different copper items. These actually have a little pump in them, and you put it in your yard, and it's like a small fountain, pumps water. They're all made out of stone. This one of them is hand carved. There's a bigger one. These are like foot soaking tubs, or I'm sure you could use them to mix things with. And this is a couple of the items that we purchased from the copper shop so that we could have drinking water. that sets in copper, so it infuses it with energy and stuff. I sure hope you guys enjoyed the little video. We'll see you next time.
Tired before the day begins? NAD Plus levels drop 50% after 40. NAD Plus helps your cells bounce back fast. Most supplements give precursors. NAD Plus skips the breakdown, delivering direct, bioavailable power. Support your energy, metabolism, sleep, and stress levels at the cellular level. Join the NAD Plus revolution. Start your journey to a healthier you. Subscribe today.
Hello, I'm Susan from Sweden.
Mwanda Michael from Eastern Uganda, Africa.
Hi, I'm Tim from Vancouver, Canada.
I'm Titeshwar Haldao from Manipur State, India. I'm Gumba Abasi from Southeast Nigeria.
Arnaito Chakrini from Western Uganda, Mbarara.
At United Network News, you are the news.
My name's Christina, Field Messenger, report first one in the hurricane down here in Southern California from Mexico.
Real people reporting real stories from all around the world. At UNN, our field messengers are changing the face of news.
This is Jason from United Network News. We're going to be doing some air creep building with new technologies that allow us to live in comfort and also off the grid.
Take the next step in changing the way the world gets the news. Become a UNN field messenger today.
I am Michelle from South Africa, and we are the United Network News.
I am United Network News.
I am United Network News.
If it is going to be, then it's up to me.
If it's going to be, it's up to me.
Si va a ser así, depende de mí. It's up to me.
It's up to me.
It's up to me.
It's up to all of us. We're UNN.
From smartphones to power tools, batteries power much of our modern lives, especially the rechargeable kind, like lithium-ion batteries. But when they've run their course, many people toss them in the trash without a second thought. Unfortunately, that seemingly small act can have serious consequences for your health, the environment, and even your local waste facility.
All types of batteries, from single-use alkaline batteries to rechargeable lithium-ion packs, contain a cocktail of heavy metals and toxic chemicals, including lead, cadmium, mercury, and lithium. While the exact contents vary by battery type, none are completely harmless. When batteries are thrown into the trash or tossed into curbside recycling bins, they can break down and leak toxic substances into the soil and water, or, in the case of certain batteries like lithium-ion, spark fires that endanger people, property, and the environment. That means even everyday items like AA batteries, hearing aid cells, and old phone batteries shouldn't go in your regular garbage can. Proper disposal isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for keeping our community safe.
This is just a regular Energizer lithium battery, and what's inside of it honestly kind of scares me. Just for fun though, I'm going to open it up, and I've already made a little cut in the outer shell. Opening batteries like this is dangerous, and it's almost always a huge pain, but I was eventually able to pop off its shell. Now I can unroll its insides and reveal the thing that scares me. It honestly doesn't look like much, but it's a bunch of lithium metal, and it's extremely reactive. The metal itself technically isn't what scares me though, and it's what can happen if it's added to water. Normally, it just fizzles a bunch, and maybe lights on fire. In this foil form from the battery though, it can sometimes be a bit more reactive.
Lithium-ion batteries commonly found in phones, laptops, e-bikes, and electric toothbrushes are particularly dangerous if punctured, crushed, or exposed to high heat. These batteries can short circuit and catch fire, and those fires burn hot, fast, and are extremely difficult to extinguish. In fact, waste management facilities around the world have reported an increase in fires caused by improperly discarded lithium-ion batteries. In Australia, the dangers of tossing batteries into the trash have become alarmingly real, with the Gold Coast City Council reporting 7 garbage truck fires in a single month, each caused by batteries thrown into household waste. When compacted, even seemingly dead batteries can spark fires. These batteries can ignite instantly or reignite hours, days, or even weeks later, making them extremely difficult to manage once they've been exposed. As a result, trucks have been forced to dump burning loads onto city streets to prevent total vehicle loss, putting drivers and the public at serious risk. In February 2022, Australia launched B-Cycle, the first ever nationwide government-backed battery recycling scheme with thousands of drop-off points aimed at safely recycling batteries. The country is also currently pushing for legislation to ensure full industry participation and stronger battery safety regulations.
In an Australian first, the New South Wales government is pushing to regulate lithium-ion batteries after hundreds of fires in homes, waste facilities and garbage trucks. If passed, suppliers will have to register battery products and ensure safe disposal or recycling through dedicated collection points. They'll also be responsible for running public education campaigns to improve awareness. The laws will also apply to smaller batteries found in devices like electric toothbrushes and children's toys.
In addition to the serious safety risks, lithium-ion battery fires create a host of costly and disruptive problems for local governments and waste services. When a garbage truck catches fire, it's not just the vehicle at risk. Crews must often dump the entire load on public roads, leading to expensive cleanups, traffic disruptions, and potential damage to streets and infrastructure. The trucks themselves may need costly repairs or even full replacement. And the fires can delay or halt waste collection for entire neighborhoods. Fire department resources are also strained, as lithium-ion battery fires require special handling and can reignite days later, demanding repeated emergency responses. These incidents drain public funds and place a burden on essential city services, all because of batteries that were thrown in the wrong bin.
We see the warnings all over the place. Don't throw away your batteries in the trash. So what do you do with them? Well, the first thing that I like to do, take some tape, electrical tape preferably, and tape up the connections, 9 volts like this, double and triple A's like this. Taping the connections off like this will prevent any kind of metal from hitting both of these and causing a spark and potentially a fire. Once this is done, do a quick Google search of a place to dispose of these properly. A lot of times Walmart and grocery stores will have a place for proper disposal of these batteries.
Countries worldwide are stepping up to address lithium battery risks through a mix of strong policies and practical programs. In the U.S. and Canada, states and provinces have banned batteries from landfills and set up widespread convenient drop-off points through programs like Call to Recycle, funded in part by manufacturers. Europe is rolling out strict regulations that require batteries to be easier to recycle, include recycled content, and hold producers accountable for collection and waste management. Meanwhile, Japan and South Korea have built robust recycling systems that often partner with electronics retailers to collect and process batteries safely.
UNN Field Messenger AGS enjoys a car and biker meet in Denmark, where enthusiasts gather weekly. While the event features impressive vehicles, some locals are concerned about the noise.
Hi, this is Ax reporting for United Network News, and today I went to the car enthusiasts and bikers meet that was in a local town called Roskilde in Denmark. And interesting fact about the name, Rose means praise and Kilde means source. So I did this report because a lot of the locals in the area, every Thursday afternoon and evening, their meat causes a lot of noise in the local area. So residents are concerned, or some even plan to go visit other places every Thursday afternoon. And this event takes place at the Viking Museum in Roskilde, Denmark, Europe, and there was a lot of bikers when I was there, and they were actually the ones making the noise. And I recorded some of those bikers going really fast on the curve next to the exhibition of the classic cars. And some of the cars are really nice, really well maintained. And there is a local club for car enthusiasts, classic car enthusiasts that meet there every Thursday in Roskilde. Thanks for watching, and it's going to be It's Up to Me. See you next time.
Ever had a furry friend melt your stress away with just a wag of their tail or a gentle nuzzle? That's the magic of animal therapy. Sweet, cuddly creatures helping people heal in the most heartwarming way. Whether it's a playful pup or a soothing purr from a cat, their love is pure and their impact is nothing short of amazing.
It's no wonder research backs this up. Pets are incredible for mental health. They keep you company, ease loneliness, and give you a sense of purpose. In fact, a survey by the Human Animal Bond Research Institute found 74% of pet owners feel happier, and 75% notice the same for their loved ones. Pets lower stress, boost your mood, and add structure to your life, which can really help with anxiety or depression. Plus, walking or playing with them keeps you active. It's not just about having a pet at home. Therapy animals play a big role in treating specific conditions. A 2019 study found therapy dogs improved mental health treatments for teens. Animal therapy also helps with dementia, depression, anxiety, autism, ADHD, schizophrenia, and more. Therapy horses and dogs have shown great success in easing PTSD symptoms. And for those recovering from drug use, interacting with animals can support healing and well-being.
Animal-assisted therapy is being able to incorporate any kind of animal into the therapeutic process to allow for safer and gentle connection with the therapist and the client. So anytime we're able to bring an animal into a session, it allows the client's nervous system to downregulate and allows them to be vulnerable in a way that they might not be in a different or more traditional therapeutic setting. So when they're able to connect with an animal, they might be able to access different parts of the therapeutic process that they're working on in processing depression or anxiety or even social functioning. When our body is relaxed, we're able to integrate more of what we're learning in the program, and that too creates sustainability for our clients. We have a variety of animals in our program. We do have several horses, several goats, bunnies, cats, dogs. We do also have a pig in our program. And I think all of these animals allow our clients to tap into the different parts of who they are and allows them to look at social patterns differently. For example, our horses are really calm and serene, and that teaches our clients about how to practice communication and gentleness and managing frustrations. Our goats are silly and playful, and they allow them to access maybe what it was like to be a younger age and experience joy again. The bunnies also, much like the horses, are gentle and serene and help us tap into another part of who we are as humans. So they each teach us something different about ourselves and allow us to pattern changes in our lives and understand what different social settings might bring out in us and how we tap into those skills throughout our day.
For children and teens, animal-assisted therapy can be a total game changer. Animals provide a safe, non-judgmental space where young people feel comfortable sharing their emotions. Taking care of a pet, even in a therapy setting, helps build empathy, responsibility, and connection. Just being around calm animals can ease anxiety and help children relax. Programs that bring therapy animals into schools or community spaces have shown real potential in improving social skills, emotional balance, and overall well-being.
Always called Phoebe over and she calms my anxiety at like just an instant because I can rely on her to calm me down. She goes to everyone and I like that she doesn't just stick to one person because it gives a little diversity for like who gets to have Phoebe and who gets to hang out with her. And when Phoebe comes along to math class, it just really helps make everyone kind of focus and relax instead of being uptight.
I really love having a Phoebe around. I think she's great to just have in the class. She'll just occasionally walk by my desk and I'll just give her a pet and she just helps calm me down when I get stressed or anxious. Phoebe just like walks around the classroom. Sometimes she follows me around. She's just like fun to pet and it's just like good to know that there's like some type of dog that is in the classroom that can help when like people need like something to calm down with.
Teachers are always trying to find any tool we can to reach students because that's really what it's all about, making connections. It's not really about me teaching them reading. It's about me making a connection with the students and then I'll teach them reading when they don't even know I'm teaching them reading. And I think our therapy dog program is A+ on developing relationships with students. You just feel it. It's coming from the heart. And I definitely think having therapy dogs boosts all parts of academics.
Older adults also benefit tremendously from pet therapy. Animals have a calming presence and can help ease anxiety, particularly for those with dementia or Alzheimer's. They can even spark memory recall by encouraging patients to think about past pets or remember details about therapy animals. Interacting with animals provides great mental stimulation and can help improve communication, even non-verbally. It's also proven to lower blood pressure, reduce pain, and improve motor skills. Most importantly, pet therapy helps combat loneliness, bring companionship and joy to seniors who need it most.
Of course, animal therapy isn't for everyone. Some people have allergies or just don't feel comfortable around animals, which can make it a less than ideal option. And for some, the risk of becoming overly attached to the therapy animal might even make the process harder. It's important to figure out what works best for each individual.
Now it's your turn. Join our weekly meetings and become a field messenger. More information is available at our website, unitednetwork.earth. We're UNN, and we're taking back the news.